Welcome to the Spicy Sports Show with Sam Cerrone. I'm your host, Sam Cerrone. A lot to talk about in the world in sports. Let's get right to it. Tyson Gay admits to a positive test. The American 100-meter record holder, who has promoted himself as a clean athlete, tested positive for a banned substance, and he will be out of the World Championships next month in Moscow. Wow. That says a lot. Considering this guy has been, again, promoting clean athletes, promoting himself as a clean athlete, and others, it's unbelievable to me. I mean, this guy has gone through a lot in his career, especially a couple of years ago when he was injured, couldn't really compete, and again, he's done really well so far this season, winning the 100 and the 200, and it would have been a great showdown with Usain Bolt, as it has been the last couple of years, but he's out, along with Jamaica's Asafa Powell, also testing positive for banned stimulants, according to their agent. So it seems like the races are going to get easier for Usain Bolt, but then again, it's competition at the top level. So I don't know. Again, welcome to the Spicy Sports Show with Sam Cerrone. I'm your host, Sam Cerrone. Sorry for the delay. A lot of technological issues. Me and technologies just really don't work well. But again, those are the big stories coming out in the last couple hours. U.S. sprinter Tyson Gay and Jamaica's Asafa Powell being out, testing positive for banned substances and stimulants, and are going to be out of the World Championships next month in Moscow. All right, going on to what I was going to talk about tonight. Why do I think Ryan Braun is going to get the Lance Armstrong treatment? Yasiel Puig problems breaking out the NFL divisions, which means the Las Vegas. Again, Vegas really knows their sports very well now. In an age where we have a lot of technology, and we are able to obtain this. The over/under, and I'm going to break it down for you. Some Gold Cup action today. Some teams already clinched their ticket to the quarterfinals, and the top teams that can win the NBA title. But let's first get right to it to baseball. Today's the last day of Major League Baseball action before the All-Star break. So let's get right to it. Some of the scores from earlier today. The Twins defeated the Yankees 10-4. Nationals in 10 over the Marlins 5-2. The Indians over the Royals 6-4. The Reds beat the Braves 8-4. The Tigers blanked the Rangers 5-0. The Phillies squeaked by the Red Sox 4-3. The Orioles, behind Chris Davis's AL record 37 home runs, defeat the Blue Jays 7-4. The Mets defeat the Pirates 5-2. Rays defeat the Astros 5-0. The Rockies defeat the Dodgers 3-1. The Athletics get by the Red Sox 3-2. And the Padres, coming off a historic night last night, which we'll talk about in a minute, defeat the Giants 10-1. The Mariners get by the Angels 4-3, and the Brewers defeat the Diamondbacks 5-1. So as we head out into the standings, again, these are the last games, minus the game that's going on right now between the Cardinals and the Cubs right now on ESPN. The standings are as follows. In the American League East, you have Boston leading Tampa Bay by 2.5 games. Boston has a 58-39 record, losers of 2 in a row, but playing 500 and also playing 500 ball in their last couple games. Tampa Bay's been on fire, winning 9 out of their last 10 games, 55-41 on the season. Baltimore only 4.5 back right now, playing 500 ball as well, 53-43. The Yankees are 51-44 with Toronto in last place. Right in the Central, you have Detroit, a game and a half over Cleveland right now. It's a pretty tight race. Detroit, again, playing pretty well. They won their game today. Cleveland winners of 4 in a row right behind them. And then you have Kansas City, Minnesota, and the Chicago White Sox. In the West, you have the Oakland Athletics, 56-39, playing really well, winning 7 out of their last 10 games, winning 2 in a row. 2 games over Texas right now, who hasn't been playing well as of late, playing 500 ball. And then you have the Angels, who've been struggling all season long, Seattle, and then the Houston Astros. In the National League, you have the Atlanta Braves at 54-41. the Washington Nationals 6 games back. Man, they have had a lot of problems trying to stay healthy. The Philadelphia Phillies are at 500, half a game back of the Nationals, and then you have the Mets and the Miami Marlins. In the Central, you have the St. Louis Cardinals, only a half game up on the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is going to be a close one, folks. And right behind them, 4.5 back of St. Louis, is the Cincinnati Reds. They haven't been playing well recently, but they're trying to stay afloat as they move into the second half of the season. And then you have Chicago and Milwaukee. And out in the West, you have the Arizona Diamondbacks at 50 and 45. The Dodgers at 500 ball. Then Colorado, San Francisco, and San Diego. Speaking of San Francisco, last night, if you did not watch this game, it was a good one. It was a really good game. Tim Lincecum, who has struggled a lot in the last 2 years. Again, his first couple years, 2 Cy Young Awards, playing very well. And last night, he gets his first career no-hitter. This guy, again, he has been an unbelievable player for San Francisco. Again, like I said, he has led the team in wins. He has won 2 Cy Young Awards and has 2 World Series rings to his name. But he gets his first career no-hitter. And to note, it's the first no-hitter for the Giants since last year when Matt Cain threw a perfect game. Since the Padres were added as an expansion team in 1969, Saturdays was also the 113th 9-inning no-hitter, individual or combined. Again, Tim Lincecum, I'm happy for the guy. I mean, this guy, especially recently, again, he has struggled. There's no lying about that. This season, he hasn't been playing well. Up to, I guess, previous Tim Lincecum standards. Right now, he has 5 wins, 9 losses on the season. A little high ERA in comparison to other seasons at 4.26. Again, his strikeouts are always up. He is at 125 right now for the season. Going back to even to last year, I mean, he wasn't that great. 10 and 15. His ERA was over 5, which is, again, unheard of. I mean, look at his first couple seasons. You have, again, his rookie season, 2007. You have a 4 ERA. Then he drops down to 2.62. Again, great wins in 2008 and 2009, 18 and 5, 15 and 7, 16 and 10. And in those 3 years, well, again, 2.62 ERA in 2008, 2.48 ERA in 2009, and 3.43 in 2010. Again, his ERA was really good in 2011, but he went 13 and 14. I mean, this guy is a great pitcher. The problem is for the Giants, which is why they're struggling so much right now, is because they don't have any run support. I mean, again, this guy, he's a great pitcher. I mean, if you look at it, his whip is absolutely unbelievable. It's always stayed around 1, like about 1. It's very impressive. But the problem is that this season he hasn't really gotten the run support that he's gotten in previous seasons, which is why, again, he struggled. So, I don't know. But again, I think you have to be really happy for the guy. Again, he's a phenomenal athlete, great player. Again, very, very happy for him. So, congratulations to Tim Lincecum, first career no-hitter. All right, moving on to the first half of the Major League Baseball season. It's pretty much over. So, let's talk about the best and worst teams, or the best and worst of the first half. Again, it's been a phenomenal season, a lot of storylines. Again, it's Miguel Cabrera has been a phenomenal athlete. He's been a great player. And then obviously Chris Davis hitting home run after home run. It seems like he's doing it once a game. Yasiel Puig, again, he's been really great. He's been the spark plug without a shadow of a doubt for the Los Angeles Dodgers as they're playing 500 ball heading into the All-Star break when about a month and a half ago, it seemed that Mattingly was going to lose his job. The Dodgers were going to tank with a $250 million payroll. And again, he's been playing out of his mind. Granted, they do have great players. I mean, Clayton Kershaw, Matt Kemp, Andre Ethier. They have great guys. They have a good talent. But Yasiel Puig, he's definitely been the spark plug. And and also Hanley Ramirez. This guy has been playing as well, if not better than Puig, the last 30 games. So, Like I said, Miguel Cabrera been playing phenomenal, and a bunch of young stars are taking over the game, which is what it seems that has grabbed the interest of many young people. I mean, again, the ages of maybe 18 to 25. A lot of guys, really like fast up tempo, like the highlight reels type of sports. I mean, you have football with the big plays, the big hits, and you have NBA with the great dunks and great players, LeBron James. Getting a player like Puig has definitely been helpful. Again, Mike Trout been this guy is a man beast. And Bryce Harper, I mean, he's been injured this season, but when healthy, he's one of the most exciting players in the league right now. And let's move on to the pitching staff, too. I mean, the Mets, Matt Harvey, great player, absolutely great player. Again, going down to even the Cardinals right now with their rookie, Shelby Miller. Man, this guy has been phenomenal so far. So, again, let's just start off with the NL MVP. And all these are according to Jason Stark on ESPN.com. And I'll agree or disagree. For the NL MVP, it's Yadier Molina, according to Jason Stark. And it's hard to argue. It is really hard to argue. Again, he's had a great batting average at .339, on-base percentage of .383. He's only threatening to become the second catcher in the last 40 years to lead his league in doubles. And that's just on the offensive end. This guy is a great defensive player as well. Other players in consideration, Goldschmidt signing that $32 million deal in the offseason with the Diamondbacks, been really good. Tulowitzki, Buster Posey, Andrew McCutchen. This guy, again, he's a young player right now. He's very young, and he has played phenomenal for the Pirates as they are in contention to make the playoffs for the first time in what seems like a long, long time. I don't think I've been alive long enough to see the Pirates in the playoffs. So let's put it that way. Carlos Gonzalez, Joey Votto, again, Clayton Kershaw been phenomenal. Adam Wainwright for the Cardinals, the new ace right now. With Chris Carpenter, again, being injured year in and year out, it seems that way. So, I mean, that's really exciting. Moving on the AL, it's really a two-horse race. And personally, I don't think it's even close. I mean, there are other guys that are listed on here. Again, Mike Trout, Manny Machado, Dustin Pedroia, Josh Donaldson, Evan Longoria, Robinson Cano, Jason Kipnis, Edwin Encarnacion, and Adrian Beltre. I mean, those guys are great. Believe me, I'm sure most teams would like these guys on their roster. They're phenomenal players. But right now, it's between Miguel Cabrera and Chris Davis. No doubt about that. Now, Chris Davis, again, he's been great. He's been absolutely astounding for the Orioles right now, hitting, again, 37 home runs on the year. Wow. That is saying a lot. For a player that really hasn't, I mean, I think he hit around there last year. And this is just the first half of the season. Wow. Just saying. It's saying something for this guy. Again, I'm very happy for him. Again, he works really hard. But Miguel Cabrera, man, this guy has been lights out the last couple years. Everyone said that Albert Pujols is the standard for hitting. And right now it's Miguel Cabrera. I mean, 30 home runs, 95 RBIs on the season. And again, don't forget his 366 batting average. Just saying. I think this year's race for the AL MVP between Miguel Cabrera and Chris Davis is probably going to be more exciting than Mike Trout and Miguel Cabrera. Because Miguel Cabrera had a lot of those statistics locked up for the Triple Crown last year, which is, again, one of the reasons why he won. Again, the last person to get the Triple Crown was Carl Yastrzemski. So, without a doubt, that Cabrera deserved to be the MVP. This year,